I don't think my wife would be very happy if I dye my hair in a color. Mijn beste tricotouche? No, I think I'm good with a lot of people, so I'm not gonna say one guy. I have actually no idea. First one. Oh, this one's in English. If you wake up invincible for a day, what's the first thing you'd do? Wow. Who came up with this question? You're very creative. I don't know actually. Maybe I would... Yeah, I don't know actually. This is a very good question. Yeah, I would spy on some people. That's what I would do. I don't say names. That's the first one. How many? 10 or more? Everybody. Wow. Okay, second question. Oof, this is in German. Mit wem verstehst du dich am besten aus der Mannschaft? My best friend in the team. I should be careful now. No, I think I'm good with a lot of people, so I'm not gonna say one guy. But no, I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't have one best friend, so I'm gonna go with more. Third question. Are you the Ara farming guy? This question came for sure from Indonesia. No, it's come from Indonesia, so I thought it would be funny to do as well. So that was funny in training camp to do. So, yeah.
Of course you know it.
Yes, I know it. I've seen it before, so yeah. Next question. Geilste Spiele deiner Karriere? Oof, the best game in your career. Wow, that's a good question. That's a very difficult question. I had quite a few. That's not arrogant, but I had quite a few that were nice. But I think I played a match with Copenhagen against AGF at home, where I gave an assist and I scored the winning goal in the last second when the title was not decided, but it was a very important three-pointer. And that's for, I think for now, if I quickly think, that was one of the best games of my career. So that one. Next. How do you feel about being the first Indonesian to play in the Bundesliga? Yeah, I've had this question a couple times. I'm proud, of course, to be the first Indonesian to play in the Bundesliga, and yeah, also kind of leaves a legacy for my own name, and yeah, I'm proud of that, to play for Indonesia in the Bundesliga. So that one. Wow. Next one. If you had to dye your hair in a crazy color, which one would you pick? I don't think my wife would be very happy if I dye my hair in a color, but I think I would go with blonde, just like everybody does. So. But no, I wouldn't do that again. I had that in my youth, but not again. Why are you wearing the number 4? Quite simple. The numbers I wanted were chosen, and so I had to pick something that was free. And yeah, I think for my position, it's a good number, and also yeah, that's why I took it. It's a defender number, and I like it, so I took it. Next one. What's your favorite thing to do apart from football? I think many people who know me personally know that I spent all my time with my family, with my daughter. So we had a day off, for example, and then I spend time with my family. We go to do something nice, create memories, and yeah, spending time with my wife and my daughter is the best thing I do apart from football. So that's that one. Good question also. Oh, there were 2. What is your plan after football? Yeah, this is a very good question. I also had this question the last year maybe, what to do after my career. I have actually no idea. So that's something, if people have ideas, they can always send me a message. I don't know yet. Maybe something with football, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see.
You have a bit of time.
Yeah, I have still time, but before you know, it's finished. Go-to-bestelling in eine Nederlandse frietenbude. I know what this means. So that would be patat oorlog with frikandel speciaal. If you know, you know. Or a bami schijf with mayo. So if you know this, you should order this. But I don't think you can call it patat oorlog anymore, because it's like fries war called. It's called war fries. No, can't do that again. Nasi goreng or satay? Or what is your favorite dish in general? Yeah, that's nasi goreng, so that's plain and simple. I think I still have a promise to keep here in Borussia. I said I'm gonna arrange Indonesian food, but in Germany it's quite hard to find an Indonesian restaurant who would willing to do catering in Mönchengladbach. So let's see. But nasi goreng. Oh, this goes fast. Favorite concert you've ever been to? So that's a good one, but I have one favorite I have not been to and one I've been to, and I think Billie Eilish was very good. Yeah, very good singer. But I had tickets for Adele with my wife, and but she's been and I couldn't, so I was very jealous in a good way. But she's been, and I saw the clips, and yeah, I enjoyed through video clips. So that one I want to really go to, but she's not. I heard that she's not touring for another 15 years. So let's see if she comes back to to Europe. Your favorite spot in Indonesia? For now, that is Lombok. Spent chilling time over there. It's calm. It's not as busy as Bali, and yeah. I've spent some time already over there, so we have some relations with the family over there, and my wife's family has a restaurant over there, and yeah, that's quite nice, Lombok. So people from Germany, go to Lombok. Next. How many languages do you speak? English. I understand German, so I'm trying to speak in the changing room, but that's very difficult. Italian, Dutch, and that's it, I think, for now. But there's one language I really want to learn, of course, and that's Indonesian. But that's for next thing. What's your favorite German food? People won't like this answer, but I don't have one, actually. I think I didn't try German food yet. That is really traditional. Because is it true that Wiener Schnitzel is not even German? Yeah, 9. Yeah, exactly. So maybe if somebody wants to make me like traditional German food, maybe somebody in the team, maybe Rocco can make me if he wants. Dein beste Trikottausch. What was your favorite jersey switch? Yeah, that was my. When I was 19, I went to Fiorentina, and Dani Alves was always my role model when I was a right back. So he went to Juve, and my first match in Italy was in Fiorentina against Juve, or Juve Fiorentina. And I didn't switch, but that was my favorite jersey I got because, yeah, of course, I went into the change room asking for his jersey, telling him that, of course, every player has a role model, and he was mine. And then he gave me, he was very nice, and he asked me how many shirts I wanted, and that one is the one I really is nice. But of course, I have some nice ones as well. I switched with Haaland, I've switched with some other players, but I think that one meant the most to me. But I have so many t-shirts that I don't know which one I have at the moment. What's the most embarrassing thing that happened during a match? Embarrassing thing? Yeah, I think it could be a lot, but I think a red card is embarrassing for yourself. Of course, that's part of football. That happened already, and some tunnels, pana maybe, but doesn't happen many times. Now I'm joking. I don't know. This is probably maybe a red card that happens for a stupid reason that I had twice or 3 times in my career. So, if someone made a movie about you, what would be the title? Wow. People are creative. What would be the title? Yeah, there's a movie called The Family Man. Maybe that, but yeah, I'm more known about football. So, good question. People can fill that up for themselves and let me know. Maybe we'll make a movie in Indonesia. Why are you so confident while taking a penalty? Well, if you aren't, you're probably missing. No, I think it's because you know what you can do. You need to trust yourself, and when you do that, if you don't, I believe really what you put in your head you can do. So, if you think in your head there's a possibility of not doing it, then you're probably not going to do it. So, you need to always think positive and always have confidence in yourself. And that's the main reason for football players to shine, is to be confident in yourself. Good questions. Ich habe 4 mehr. 3 countries you want to visit and why? Well, I've been to Indonesia, but I haven't been back yet where my family is from, Ambon. So that's one, because in Indonesia it's so big. If you, from Jakarta to Ambon, it's a couple of hours traveling, so that you could count as a country. So I would go there to visit where my family is from. Then I would like to go to the Philippines. I would like to go to Greenland. And I would like to go to, yeah, let's say one nice one. Yeah, that's a difficult one, the third one. No, that's a difficult one. Maybe Lapland, Finland. I would like to go there.
Why?
Because I've been recently speaking about what to do with Christmas and everything, and Finland, Lapland was one of the countries that came up, of course, with Christmas and everything. But I don't think I go there, and it's too cold. The craziest atmosphere you ever played in your career. The funny story is I've played in 2 Turkish stadiums or more, but I've played in 2 that was crazy. There was Trabzonspor and Galatasaray. And I actually thought that Trabzonspor was worse in terms of how crazy it was than Galatasaray. In Galatasaray, the first 5 minutes, of course, was really hard, but I think Trabzonspor made us, when I was in Copenhagen, made it really difficult in the warm-up. Some people couldn't hear each other, and it was really bad in terms for the opponent. So shout out to the Turkish fans. But also the GBK in Jakarta is also really, for a national team, it's insane what support you get. So those 3. Oh, maybe I made a mistake, maybe there's more. Football idol. That was Dani Alves, but of course when I got older he was finished. So I would say Messi now, of course, is the best football player in the world. So Messi. 2 more. Oh no. No, there's more. There's one hidden. Oh no. No, 2. Favorite sport beside football? Oh. This is very difficult because I watch a lot of sports, but I think Formula 1. I watch a lot when I can. So I watch a lot at Max Verstappen. I hope he wins it, and that will be the craziest comeback in Formula 1. So Formula 1. Last question. This is a good last question. First feeling in Borussia Park. Yeah, was amazing. When we played Valencia, was amazing. With the fans, was a big historical night for Borussia, and I think it was special for me to be part of, and to see the fans for the first time like that was insane. So amazing. That was it. Dankeschön. Auf Wiedersehen.